Shut up and sit down.
We are back, and I'm still Simon.
I'm usually Ellie.
Yes, and we are always Nerd Safari, always. And if you enjoy our videos, then please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit the bell thing. That would be very kind of you indeed. And, you know, we are not necessarily united on our appreciation of horror movies. And there has been a movie dropped recently that people seem to really be losing their minds about. Stars Ethan Hawke, who is not someone I would expect necessarily to see in a horror movie. And this one's even been called a terror movie. Not just horror, terror. So I say let's go check out the trailer for The Black Phone if you want to see what we think about it and whether we are united in our love for it or horribly divided on this topic. Please stick around until the end, but for now,
let's go.
Let's go.
I'll be home in the morning.
Where you going?
I'm staying over at Susie's tonight.
What's new? The flyer.
The papers call him the grabber.
I wish you wouldn't call him that.
You don't actually believe that story, do you? Because he can't hear you, and he doesn't really take kids that safe.
Wow.
Oh, you goof. Well, isn't that just peachy keen?
You need some help?
You see that?
Yeah.
Would you hand me my hat? Yes, sir. I am a part-time magician.
Are those black balloons in there?
Would you like to see a magic trick?
Oh no. Like magicians aren't creepy enough already.
To make. One of our students, Finney Blake, was abducted.
What if I could help the police find Benny?
Oh god.
Does it work? Not since I was a kid.
I'll scream. I'll scratch your face.
This face?
Daddy, I had a dream about it.
What happened in your dream?
He was taken.
By a man with black balloons?
Yes.
We never released those details.
Hello?
Don't hang up.
Who are you?
You know all our names?
Whoa.
Out of here. Please let the dreams be real.
See the wall in front of you? I tore a long cable loose from down there.
There's a combination lock on the inside of the storm door.
What's the combination?
I carved it in the wall. The tree, the door, the gate. I'd never seen it before except in my dreams.
You don't have much time.
Whoa.
You're gonna use a weapon. You raise the phone, step back, and swing.
Look what you made me do.
Please hurry.
You remember what I told you?
There's someday I have to stand up for myself.
Someday is today, Finn.
So, The Black Phone. I take it from your facial expressions that you are a huge fan.
A little bit. It's not as bad as I thought. It is very scary. I don't like the masks and the creepiness and the locked room, but I do like the puzzle aspect of it. So that's kind of
Yes.
interesting that each of these previous victims has kind of found a different element that he'll need to get out. I think that's quite a fun thing that we haven't necessarily seen very much in movies before.
Yeah, to me, this combined a whole bunch of different things. Like, to me, I never found supernatural horror scary, but I was always scared by the serial killer psychos who abduct children. Like, yeah, they were really, really scary to me because it happens. Like, all you need to do is open a newspaper or look online and there's dozens of stories, sadly, like this. So that's what I found scary about it, is just the likelihood that it could happen. So it kind of has that aspect, but it also has the supernatural aspect that the ghosts of these other abducted children are still there helping him. And it really reminded me, a show that we're watching right now that we love on Netflix is Sense8, about these 8 people that are kind of psychically linked. And when one of them gets in trouble, another one can kind of help them. So it's still just that one person in that problematic situation, but somebody who's like a martial artist or a great driver or a hacker can kind of almost like co-inhabit that person's body and help them solve that situation. And this kind of feels similar. Like the phone will ring, a victim will call him, and then he'll have to basically use that person's knowledge to get him out. I also thought Ethan Hawke was scary AF.
Yeah.
I mean, like a part-time magician isn't scary enough without the serial killer side of things. But yeah, he really was awesome as a scary serial killer. The only thing that put me off this trailer somewhat, though, is that it tells you almost the entire storyline of the movie. Come on! Like, leave a little bit to the imagination. You heard like 6 different hints of how he's supposed to get out of the room,
And you know he does. You know he runs down the street with the killer after him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Some trailers to me just go way too far, and this was exactly that. It hasn't done enough to spoil the movie for me, in that I would still want to see the movie. But it certainly does tell you the majority of the storyline, so yeah, fail on whoever edited this one. I hope it wasn't our friend Greg. But yeah, aside from that, I am all in on the Black Phone. I'm kind of surprised to hear you say that, though, because, this genuinely looks scary.
I think part of it might be because we did see the entire movie in the trailer, so I feel like the thing I don't like is when there's people trapped and you don't know whether or not they actually do escape from the killer.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like it's probably likely that he will, so that makes me more inclined to watch it, because I hate it when you just get to that thing where someone almost escapes and then they're just murdered anyway. That just annoys me.
Yeah, and I kind of felt like this almost had a bit of a Stranger Things vibe to it as well, where, and Stranger Things is definitely scary, and don't get me wrong, but it's not horror. Like, it's kind of a show that you could watch with older kids, like teenagers, and it's not too scary or gruesome for them. This feels to me like it could maybe be like that. Maybe just a little notch higher on the scary meter than Stranger Things, but not too many. It's definitely not a Saw or a Hostel or something like that, where you're going to want to cover their eyes every 30 seconds. Well, hey, thank you to everyone who clued us into the fact that the Black Phone trailer was out. What a fun trailer, if a little bit too verbose. But unfortunately, though, that is all we got time for today. However, you know how often we're going to try to do this going forward?
Every day.
Every day-ish, if we possibly can, if there are no more natural disasters wrecking our shell of a house. But therefore, we will see you tomorrow, friends, on the next Dork Trailer Ambush.
Peace out, nerds.
Bye!
Shut up and sit down.